wanna see the Mac like they see on television. Are you never ready?
Strap in, action fans, because this isn't your average movie list. We're diving deep into the explosive world of hidden gems, adrenaline-pumping thrillers, and jaw-dropping scenes you've probably never seen. These are the action movies that flew under the radar, but pack enough firepower to leave your heart racing. Missed by most, unforgettable to those who watched. Get ready for 10 underrated action movies that will blow your mind.
They wanna see the Mac like they see on television. Are you never ready?
She works deep undercover, posing as an MI6 agent, but her real mission is far more dangerous. Tasked with protecting a powerful AI known as the Heart, capable of hacking any system on Earth, she must stay hidden and stay sharp. But when a rogue agent joins forces with a ruthless hacker to steal the tech, the world teeters on the edge of disaster. Forced to reveal her identity, she races across countries, dodging betrayal, bullets, and time itself to stop global chaos. From snowy peaks to scorching sands, every scene is a fight for survival, packed with explosive stunts, sharp twists, and relentless pacing. This spy thriller doesn't just raise the stakes, it rewrites the rules. This one hits hard and fast.
We're running out of time.
Now the world will burn, and everyone will know.
She's a genius hacker, known for exposing the powerful, but this time, the stakes are global. Hired to recover a program that can access every nuclear weapon on Earth, she finds herself caught in a deadly trap. The program is stolen. A child connected to it is kidnapped, and the race begins. As she hunts down the truth, the mission becomes personal when she discovers the enemy behind it all is tied to her past. Explosions, betrayal, and high-tech warfare push her to the edge. With every second counting, she must outsmart global agents and face buried trauma. If you love intense thrillers with raw emotion and fierce action, this dark, high-stakes spy drama will keep you locked in till the end.
Have some fun.
What you want, I got what you need.
I go low.
I'll go high.
He vanished from the world, but now he's back and louder than ever. When a weapon called Pandora's Box, capable of crashing satellites like bombs, lands in the wrong hands, he's the only one crazy enough to stop it. Pulled from exile, he builds a team of fearless misfits, each one skilled, wild, and ready for war. From skydives without parachutes to dirt bike chases on the ocean, the action never lets up. But as the mission gets hotter, he realizes the real threat may be inside the agency that hired him. Packed with insane stunts, globe-trotting mayhem, and non-stop adrenaline, this explosive ride doesn't just bring the heat, it breaks every rule. For action fans, this is an absolute thrill. He was once a ruthless bounty hunter, chasing money with no questions asked. But everything changes when he witnesses the cold-blooded murder of innocent rebels fighting for justice. Shaken and hunted, he begins to question everything he believed in. As corruption spreads and the powerful silence anyone who resists, he turns his blade against the very system he once served. Each step draws him deeper into a bloody fight for redemption, with breathtaking sword battles, brutal combat, and a journey fueled by vengeance. This film slices through betrayal and injustice with style. If you're into lone warriors, moral conflict, and high-impact action, this gripping story of transformation and fury will cut deep and keep you locked in till the final strike.
And I will die protecting her.
She disappeared to protect her daughter, leaving behind a life of violence and shadows. But when the past catches up and her child is kidnapped, the hunt begins. Forced out of hiding, she unleashes the deadly skills she once buried, tearing through enemies across continents. From the heat of Havana to the frozen wilds of Alaska, she stops at nothing to bring her daughter home. But rescuing her isn't enough. Now they're both targets. As bullets fly and secrets unravel, a final confrontation looms with the very people who betrayed her. This isn't just about revenge, it's about survival and redemption. If you're into fierce showdowns, raw emotion, and unstoppable action, this high-stakes thriller is a ride you won't forget.
Is my son?
She returns home from the military to bury her father, but grief quickly turns to fury when her teenage son is kidnapped by a violent gang demanding ransom. With no backup and no time, she heads into the frozen wilderness to get him back. Armed with survival skills and sheer determination, she hunts the kidnappers through snow-covered mountains, facing brutal ambushes and deadly terrain. But the deeper she goes, the more she uncovers. This isn't just about money, it's personal. Along the way, she confronts wild wolves, betrayal, and a past that refuses to stay buried. If you're into icy survival, fierce vengeance, and unstoppable mothers going full commando, this action-packed thriller is cold, brutal, and absolutely relentless.
Let's go home.
He's just a quiet baker, living in peace until the day his estranged son shows up with a granddaughter he never knew existed. Hours later, his son is murdered over a bag of stolen drugs, and the little girl becomes the target of ruthless killers. With nowhere to run and no one to trust, the baker is forced to reveal who he really is. What follows is a brutal return to the violent past he tried to bury. Using deadly skills and clever tricks, including hiding heroin in bread, he fights to protect the only family he has left. If you're into gritty action, emotional stakes, and one-man army stories with heart, this intense ride blends blood, redemption, and bullets to perfection.
So let's hope I didn't touch an artery.
Or he'll hunt you down. Put the helm back if he needs to.
His world shatters when his son is kidnapped, and his financial empire crashes overnight. But this isn't just a random crime, it's a targeted attack. With nothing left to lose, he follows a dangerous trail across continents, uncovering a global conspiracy tied to his past deals. From the streets of Canada to the chaos of Burma and the shadows of Bangkok, he faces betrayal, violence, and a race against time. Every clue leads deeper into a twisted game where money, power, and revenge collide. He's not just fighting to save his son, he's fighting to survive. Packed with tense chases, brutal showdowns, and high-stakes drama, this gripping thriller shows exactly what happens when the price of money becomes a man's soul.
Trust me, if you want to live.
He wakes up in a strange room, blood everywhere, no memory, and a voice in his ear calling him Carter. Before he can ask questions, he's thrown into a deadly mission rescue a girl who holds the cure to a global pandemic. With bombs dropping, agents chasing him, and no clue who he really is, he must fight his way through chaos using only instinct and skill. Each step reveals a twisted web of lies, betrayal, and hidden truths tied to his past. Explosive stunts, non-stop chases, and brutal combat make this a high adrenaline ride. If you're into wild one-man missions with mystery, mayhem, and zero time to breathe, this action-packed thriller drops you straight into the storm and never lets up. He walked away from the CIA to live a quiet life as a bricklayer, but when journalists start dying and the agency gets framed, he's dragged back in. A former ally has gone rogue, launching a deadly campaign to expose secrets and trigger global chaos. Forced out of retirement, he teams up with a young agent and uncovers a conspiracy that runs deeper than anyone imagined. The kills are calculated, the message is personal, and time is running out. As the body count rises, he must confront his past and stop a threat that could bring down nations. Packed with explosive action, sharp twists, and tense spy games, this thriller delivers a brutal punch. It's redemption, revenge, and war brick by brick.